Going on.
Man, look like
Shut up.
The Rich and King Show, mother suckers.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. This is the Rich and King Show, and I'm Rich, and I'm here with
King.
Right, cheerio. This jacket's on a moving like he came in a bike.
And a
today.
bike,
yeah.
and speaking into existence.
All you're missing that right now is the helmet, bro.
Yeah, I need a bike. One day I want to learn to drive. I want to learn to ride a bike, though.
Don't do it.
What, can you ride a bike?
I can ride a bike, but I haven't ridden a bike in a while. I have permanent damage from my bike.
You do look like one of them man who'd ride a bike back in the day.
Don't do it.
It's not worth it.
No, I nearly died being on the bike, bro.
Everyone says that though, but they said there's a big freedom in it. You feel free. It's different.
You feel free until you don't, bro. You feel free until you hit that car. Don't do it. You know Dalston?
Mm-hmm.
I nearly died in Dalston, bro.
But I hear people say that. Why is it that bike driver, when you have an accident, now you don't get back on it? And you should face your fears, though.
No, I've got back on it since, but I haven't rid the way I used to ride.
Oh, okay.
Two different things.
Okay, cool.
Obviously, when you're young and wild, it's just
I respect
reckless and I'm not doing that again. No way. Impossible.
I respect it.
I nearly died a few times, so I don't need to
It's
be
not
back
happening
there.
again.
What you got for us today?
The world owes you nothing.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
The world owes you nothing,
That's
man.
very, very true.
I think we were speaking before about like being a man, innit? Because I can't speak for gal, but I think being a man, like we have to realize the reality, like the world owes us nothing, and not see it as a negative thing, but maybe see it as empowering that everything you get is yours, innit?
Yeah, well, it's yours until it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For very, very temporary.
Yeah,
yours.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's important to understand that, okay, put it like this, yeah? So when I was 7, my mum took me to Ghana, innit? She told me we would see Mickey Mouse. Remember that? Back in the day thing, yeah?
Yeah.
And in Ghana, I realised, like, our worries is nothing to them,
Compared
man,
to
innit?
theirs,
The things we stress about is nothing. They're like, you're alive, you got another chance. So you just, every day, innit? You just be taking them chances, innit? So it's just like the world owes you nothing. But I think we complain a lot. I think maybe due to social media, whatever. This episode is kind of controversial. We might get cancelled, but fuck it, who cares, innit?
No one knows us
Like,
to cancel us, so it don't matter. So I don't care about that.
Who knows? It might go, But I think for as a man, just like we complain, like, oh, I got bills, I got to look after this, I got to look after that. But back in the day, we don't. We just do it, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know how we have, like, I can't lie, Africa, they don't celebrate Father's Day, bro.
I hear it, though, man.
Do you get me?
I'm busy at work.
Bro, like,
I'm really
what?
busy working.
Yeah, like, Father's Day for what, bruv? It's like, why are you getting... Do you think man them get trophies for just doing what they're meant to do? Like, do you think we need to get trophies or appreciation?
No. I feel like because of how sensitive people are now, they obviously... You know, like when they look at football, 1 minute they'll be cheering you, 1 minute they'll be booing you. But that's not a football thing. That's just a people thing. People are fickle as it is. So because some people don't like criticism, it's all good when they're getting praise. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like men, they don't need praise or... I feel like sometimes people just want to feel appreciated.
Yeah. But do you think we need appreciation?
You need to
like,
appreciate...
as men.
You need to... I think you need to appreciate everything in life, but you don't need to...
Vocalize it.
Yeah, if that makes sense. To a point where you're saying to someone, there's a difference between you doing something for someone and then you don't feel like they appreciate what you've done, and someone just taking stuff for granted. And yeah, I'm trying to find my point, man.
Okay, let me put it like this. This is so controversial, yeah? Do you think... It's just recent couple years we hear about men's mental health. Mental health. Do you think men's mental health is linked to men being lazy?
I think it's more linked to men in general being weak.
This is where shit gets...
I think it's more linked to men in general in this day and age being weak, because no one can tell me now that men are not weaker than there was back in World War One or World War Two. Or even if you didn't go that far back, the cave days. Because the stuff that we worry about now, them man are worrying about running from dinosaurs and all that, bro.
It's like when people say child labor.
Yeah.
Should we say child labor or just say labor? Because, bruv, back in the day, no one really saw it as, oh, you're a child or whatever. It's like, what's the age of being a child if you have to handle your business, go outside and work, you can't afford an education, you have to do whatever? Would you consider child labor, or you're just doing what you're meant to do? Okay, what do you consider a child? What age that you stop being a child? Let's keep it real. What age that you stop being a child?
Teens.
So from 13, you stop being a child?
Well, yeah, I'd say so.
So what if your life gets altered early, that you have to go outside and work on a field? Or
But my life was old early.
Yeah. So what age?
My life was old from 12.
So do you consider yourself a child then or not?
Not necessarily, because I had to do stuff to help my mum when I was young and end up sending money home to my sister and all that.
Yeah.
So by 13, 14, 15, I was sending money home to my sister.
Yeah.
And I've never met my sister by this time.
Yeah.
So obviously it's different in this country and other countries. Other countries like third world are much more brutal and what's the word I'm looking for? If you take one wrong step in those countries, you might not make it back. Over here, you can rely on different stuff.
Yeah.
Someone might be playing football, they'll stop playing football, they'll go and play PlayStation or whatever.
Yeah, and do whatever.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they say, like, in Brazil, they either got the streets of football.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground. Over here, there's pure middle ground.
Yeah.
Pure grey areas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, as for a child, yeah, I'd say teens.
You think that's when you're now an adult?
I wouldn't say adult, but like you're a young adult.
Do you think those things hold people back and make people a bit more weak? Because, oh, I'm a child, I'm just this age. Because if you can, going back to think, if you're a certain age and you can kill someone or an accident happens,
they charge
you do time.
But they charge you as a child though. You turn a certain age. So I think, remember, there's kids in other countries that have to do a lot for their family from an early age.
Yes. So do we consider them kids or do we consider them men?
No, they're still kids.
Why?
Because...
Especially if you're doing everything, you're handling everything.
Realistically, they're still kids. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I say once you get to a teen, maybe a young adult and then so on. And then you're officially an adult when, like, in some countries it's 18 when you can smoke, other countries it's 21 when you can drink. You know, by the laws of the land. But, some kids are doing a lot, much more than they have to be. Remember, some kids are missing their childhood because of the stuff they have to do. Do you know what I mean? So when, grown-ass men are complaining about this or complaining about that, and it's like, come on, man.
And I've been victim of that as well.
No, we've all complained, but I try not to complain. And this is the point I make about being nonchalant. Like, I don't care about a lot of things. So when it comes to, like, this is why we have to be so switched on for mental health, for the simple reason that men in this generation are so weak, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we have to pay attention to mental health, because again, back then, no one was paying attention to that.
Because it's like, when some people be like, oh, I can't get out of the bed. I remember watching one video, someone's complaining that working 25 hours a week is hard for them. They can't handle it. They said it's too much. I've got to pay bills. I've got to do all of that stuff. And for me, I'm a bit like, okay, do you think, like, society here has made it be like, oh, you're not meant to work so much. You're not meant to put in so much struggle. You're not meant to do...
I've heard, you know what? I've heard, like, millionaires and billionaires say, like, okay, scrap working for this country. This company. You're better off just doing X, Y, Z for yourself, as opposed to, like, being the cog in someone else's machine. You take out the cog, they just replace another cog. No one cares about your life.
Yeah, you're just a number.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's the key thing. No one cares.
So my thing is this: no matter what age you are, really and truly, get to a certain age, no one cares, bro. Like, there's stuff you can tell me now. I got love for you, innit?
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? So it's different. It hits home, whatever.
Yeah. But I still got to handle it. Anyway.
You still got to handle it regardless. But there's other people you tell. Them man don't give a shit about your life.
Yeah. And the question is, now this is the good thing. Should they care?
I mean, empathy is I think it's good to have empathy. I think it's good to relate to people. I think it's good to sorry, I'm looking for. I think it's good to support someone if you can. But the reality is, when you get to a certain age, no one cares.
Yeah.
Plus, some people want you to go through the stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, the other people,
yeah,
it's like they're in that section called other.
Yeah.
Which is not helpful, bro.
And I believe hardship, as effed up as it is, it creates growth.
Yeah.
And even though you don't want to go through it, because no one wants to go through hard times.
No.
But the whole thing is that if you don't go through hard times, how's anything supposed to grow? How is man actually meant to evolve? It's like when you told me about gym, like before I was avoiding gym, because that shit hurts, bro. Like,
and you still go.
Yeah,
but it's like,
it hurts, bro. It hurts. The pain doesn't go away. You just adapt to it.
Yeah, your body gets used to it.
But that shit hurts. But if you didn't hurt, you're not going to grow.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even after it hurts, guess what? When you go home, you're still going to have to eat right. That takes another level of mental discipline. Yeah. Someone said this to me the other day, is like, I don't focus on how the food tastes, is what it's doing for my body.
I hear that. That's that. No, but part of that I agree with, because really and truly, everything that's actually good for us is bitter.
Yes.
Do you know what
bitter
I mean?
is better, innit?
Yeah. So part of that I get, but then obviously if you got a sweet tooth, you're kind of battling that and whatever, blah, blah, blah. So no, I hear it, man.
Because realistically, food, then it comes to, once again, it being weak, right? Because let's say you don't have the option. This is what I loved about Ghana when I was there, bro. I probably drank a Coke once a year. That's if an uncle come and visit me or it's my birthday.
Once a year,
yeah.
You know?
Majority of the time, where you finding Coke, bro? Like, that shit's expensive. Especially if you're living in a village, bro. It's water. Yeah? It's water. Or this thing called, like, cocoa. It's like porridge, innit? Bro, where are you actually drinking a drink? Or sweet? Until I came here is where I have access to sweet abundantly. But when you don't have options, you just eat it. You just eat what you gotta eat. Because it's keeping you alive. But our relationship with a lot of things is kind of like...
Take it for granted.
Yeah. And it's so sad, because even I'm the thing, it's so sad how man can't discipline myself to be like, I know this food is killing me, but I'm going to eat it. Do you get me?
Funny enough, I've had no food today. Just for fasting. The last time I had food is yesterday, and the next time I eat something properly is tomorrow.
Fantastic. Fasting. People find fasting so hard.
Struggle, bro.
But if I put you in a position where there's no food, you're fasting not by choice, bro.
Prime example, hunter-gatherers.
Yes.
That day, they went out looking for food. Sometimes they found food. Sometimes they didn't. Sometimes they just had fruit.
Yes.
Sometimes they fasted.
Yes.
The human body is not made to eat food 3 times a day.
Bingo.
I understand if you're a bodybuilder, you're doing this, doing that, etc. But it's not it's not designed like that.
It's not, yeah. But we've been built like that.
Yeah, we've been told XYZ as well.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to take accountability. For example, man's got diabetes type 2. Last year, I was massive. I was 18 stone. Now I'm 14. Yeah. It's a struggle.
That's a lot of weight, though, man.
It's a lot of weight. Thank you.
Done, man.
Thank you.
Well done.
But at the same time, you shouldn't well done me, because I did it to my fucking self.
No, I know. I hear that.
You get where I'm coming from. Why do I need a fucking trophy?
No, I hear it, but
fucking
still,
myself up,
4 stone's a lot to lose.
I know, but I did it to myself. I shouldn't have been 4 stone. Do you get me?
Yeah, but you have to like, sometimes you gotta hit a point where it's like a nigga wake up moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So,
but I shouldn't be getting trophies for being like, nigga.
But you're
well
trying
done for being alive.
God
and healthy.
But God loves to try, though, isn't it? So, like, you're here.
But does God like a trial, or does God like a nigga who respects himself to not be in a position
I hear it, man.
where you fucked yourself up?
I couldn't. If I put on 4 stone now, I'd be what? I'd be 18.5 stone.
Yeah, and you'd be upset. And you know you did it.
Okay, feel out though.
Yeah, if you feel out, if you're doing it for a purpose. Yeah, exactly. But you'd be wench as hell with it. Do you know what I mean? You can't move your neck. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like I did that to myself before I had diabetes. Before I got diagnosed for diabetes, I knew man was drinking, having bare sweets, chocolate. I knew something was happening. But in the back of my head, I'm just like, living it. Do you know what I mean? Back of my head, I'm just like, yo.
Living it.
Yeah, I'll meet you when I get there.
I gotta live, baby. I gotta live.
And that shit hit me.
Yeah.
I had to take 5 pills a day.
Jesus.
Metformin, some other shit. Just for thing. Like, I had to start running. I wasn't feeling my body.
Did you try anything natural, or did you just go with like...
No, first of all, I did that whole thing. What's that? What's that thing which everyone thing?
What?
The thing which all these man drink, bruv. It's like that seaweed thing. What's it called?
Oh, sea moss.
Yeah, I tried sea moss for the first couple days.
Yeah, but you got a man. So
yeah,
what?
Yeah. I did some fasting of sea moss in it. I did a sea moss fast for 1 week in it to kind of get me on my thing.
Yeah, but you got to continue to do it.
Of course. But this was the early stages. Yeah. Fam, I told you, one day I went for a run. Yeah, I cried.
Why?
Bro, I cried because I was like, why the fuck did I do this to myself? Like, you know the reality of it, innit? I'm just like, and I'm the only one lifting the weight because my girl at the time, babe, it'll be all right. I'm like, bitch, do you feel this body, bruv? Like, this body is hurting. Do you get where I'm coming from? But the things that no one owes me, and she was making excuses because obviously I love women because they're so sweet in terms of, oh, don't worry, this happens to everyone. You know, life will go on. But then when you start deep in it, it's kind of like, nah, bro, like, I did this to myself. To myself, innit? Yeah. And the world don't owe me nothing. Because if I was in another country and I got that, look, my medication, I'll be paying for it.
I swear in this country, people can get like surgery on the NHS.
Yeah, and all that stuff. Where you get surgery in Africa, bro? Where you get Africa?
Well, you can't even go to Dr. Miami in Africa. But I'm sure there's a doctor over there.
Yeah. Which doctor?
Some kind of
bring some chicken and eggs.
Yeah,
bro.
some kind of something. Yeah. No, that's crazy.
I think pure accountability. I think if we took more accountability with what things going on, this is controversial. I think we would have less mental health.
I agree.
If you had admittance, be like, yo, I'm here.
I agree.
For a reason. I fucked up. Like, this is my fault. Let me get it together. Instead of people being like, oh, it's okay, enabling you. And that's why I don't want to go into fat shaming because
remember, people get caught for crimes and then turn around and blame mental health. Oh, he's mental health.
Yeah. Or how I grew up.
Some kind of
stuff.
Like, bro, I grew up rough. Bro.
Yeah.
Rougher than rough.
Yeah.
I'm not dwelling on the past, but I know that everything I've gone through is character building for who I am now.
Okay, this is fucked. You know serial killers?
Yeah.
Whenever a lot of serial killers, they have the pattern of being abused when they were young or being bullied and all of that. And then they become serial killers. Do we have sympathy for them and be like, understanding, why they're a serial killer?
The only people that have sympathy for them are the people that write them letters after when they're in jail. It's true though. And shout out to all you women that do that as well. I don't get my head around that. How are you writing a man that's killed 25 people? Oh, how you doing, baby?
Yeah.
Let me send you some commissary. Let me send like what?
Yeah. Or when them girls, did you see the one when guy had mad tattoos, he killed bare people, the girls like, oh, he's so hot. Like, let me just like think.
I don't understand.
But my whole thing is that do we feel sorry for him who he was abused when he was young? And now they ended up killing people. Do we feel sorry for them? Or do we be like, well, you should man up, innit? Like, yeah, you got abused, but it doesn't give you the right to go and kill other people.
It's true though. It doesn't give you the right to go and kill. I can't go out here and go run someone over right now or kick someone in the chest or stomp someone to death. Just because what? Just because no.
So we don't feel sorry for them?
Why should I?
So we feel...
I should feel sorry for a man that was abused and then went on to abuse other people.
What about Dahmer?
Two wrongs don't make a right.
You know the whole Jeffrey Dahmer
I never watched the documentary.
I never did. But I hear people talking about it in terms of why he did what he did and he looked back on it.
It's not an excuse though. Okay. So what? I can go out there and be the mad thing now.
You can though. But you can. But you're going to have to deal with it.
No, it
it's like school shooters. You know when people be like, oh, if you look down in his past, he got violated, so that's why he became what do you call it? A school shooter, innit? Like, are we feeling serious?
I'm just saying. If I go do the mad thing now,
people are gonna feel sorry for you.
Send me some letters.
Yeah. Done no.
Write me. Done no.
Okay, so what we're saying is that full accountability. The world owes you nothing.
The world owes you
nothing, and it's
man.
just the reality that life is hard. And that's what it is.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Get up.
And should anyone care? Let's add that point. Should anyone care or not?
Your true people should care about you. You're the people that are in your life that actually care about. I'm not talking about
But you should care about me, but should you care about what I'm going through? Because there's two. There's a difference.
Yeah,
right?
because I believe you should care because if you can help, then you should.
Okay.
If you can help, then you should. But if you can't help, that's different. And I'm not saying just because you can't help, you shouldn't care.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, there's people that you're gonna say X, Y, Z to. They're already doing that meme where my man's just shaking his head. So I'm saying, he just Then man's thinking about a pizza and all that, bruv. While you're spilling your guts, the man don't care. So I like really and truly, yeah. If someone's really in your life and they really check for you, then they'll care. Other than that, the rest of the world is not going to get. That's why it's a catch-22.
Even being a man, bro. My brother was telling me, he's like, bro, if you're a dad, it's a thankless job because you have literally taken a person, decided to put your life on the line for them and your children, working every single day, and then you die. But you chose that. So you just got to suck it up. If your kids don't owe you nothing. You know you have African parents be like, oh, I can't wait till my kid grows up, buys me a car or a house. They owe you nothing because you decided to conceive them. You have a wife, you decide to make this person your wife, get on your knees, propose to them. All that things you do, the whole provider, 50-50, all of that is bullshit because you made a choice and no one cares. And it's a thankless job. You're likely, if they thank you, or you might have someone who's a bit nice to you, your partner might be a bit nice and maybe cook you 1-2 meals. But you made that choice.
Choices, people.
Yeah, choices. Do you know what I mean?
So you're saying we ready to bounce out of this?
Yeah.
People, choices, man. It's important. My name is Rich. This is the Rich and King Show, and I'm here with
King.
And I hope you've enjoyed this. This.
Me, myself, and I, innit?
Yeah.
Shout out Beyonce.
This thing we call life.
Yeah, it's me, myself, and I, bruv.
People, we are out.
Peace.
The Rich and King Show, mother suckers.